Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Tesla driving soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you went first, you last. Little boy, that's facts, I'ma grow that cash to my money. You know what, let me stop.
She right, got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. Boss. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do? Stop playing with it. No. If you gon' do it, you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automatic.
Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Two teams that met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Off play action. Huntley. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the bootleg, Huntley. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Right there.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Huntley. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st, as he can only get this to about the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Tate to return it. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The Giants ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Giants.
Well, it's really no secret. If you've got Saquon Barkley on your roster, as an offensive play caller, you're going to be creative to find ways to get him to football. He was a little bit dinged up last year, so he only had 52 catches. But that catch and first down we just saw there, expect more of that this season because remember, in his rookie year, he had 91 catches. And anytime he's got the ball in his hands, he's a threat to go the distance.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Now Jones. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Right there, 54, right there.
This is Edwards. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Right there. 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hill to try again, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, his first touchdown on the year, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing, Jones. And Tate's got it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Golden Tate. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one.
Tied 7-7.
Jones on 1st down. Finds his tight end Ingram. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
21 yards.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 20.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, what a juke into space.
Come on and get it.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling,
and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Ravens have got it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Just shy of midfield.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down, New York.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Huntley to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Ravens 21, Giants 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Jones now to throw again. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
1st down, New York.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Off the option, that's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Now a toss right to Barkley. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. As the first half is winding down. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
That one was intended for John Brown. That'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Huntley. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll go to Barkley again. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jihad Ward showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Jones on first down. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Darius Slayton.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Jones.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. Caught right side, Tate. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
The ball carrier.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Jones now throwing on first down. And the this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Jones going to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run with Edwards. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley flush to his right. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. 15 yards on the play. First down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Huntley. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill, 37 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Justin.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Huntley They set up the screen to Hill. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
The 20-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Here's Huntley.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. He may try and run for this. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch. Man, I got you. Wrong. Get wrong.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Justice Hill.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
You thought you
20. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
You better believe it, baby. You better believe.
Jones operating from the gun. And he fires one incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 4 more yards. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Justin Tucker.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Off play action. Jones. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Shepard, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Evan Ingram.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
25 yards. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
On 40 extra points.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. 3rd down here. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Flushed out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He's back to throw. That one complete to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Giants, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore. It's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll try to